Hey, your heads up to this FMQ. It's all about how do you communicate with your unconscious mind? Because I was in a quandary and I was all over the place. And then I got some ways I think that really work. Certainly, I think they work for me. I just didn't realize it. So I'm going to share it with you and then see how they work with you. So how you can be having that connection with your best friend, your unconscious mind. Hopefully that's of interest to you. Something to muse about. So have a listen after this.
Warning.
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 Warning. You are entering into the unplugged mind of Paul Clough. Too late. Personal Development Unplugged.
Hey, my friend, we're back for just a muse. And is synchronicity coincidence? Or is it just a message to you, to me? Because I'd listened to a couple of podcasts before. And a little while ago, I listened to another one and I got a message. I got the same type of learning, which was about listening to people. How to listen. Because when you listen to people really without a thought in your mind about what you're going to say next, or if you're being critical, you've got that internal voice, you're actually doing a commentary on that person, then you're not listening. And I heard it twice within about a few days. And it still didn't quite register with me why I was getting this little thing. Now, come on, Cluffy, you should be more aware, I guess, because maybe you're not listening. But the thing is, I was journaling just this morning, and I was getting not angry, but I was just getting, annoyed with myself, and annoyed with my best friend inside. I call my best friend you and I don't know why, came out a long time ago, but I was talking in my journal as I write, you and I. How is it we don't communicate? How is it that if I ask a question, I don't get a verbal answer? And I've struggled with this for years. And the thing is, I can berate myself. I can write things about me, my unconscious mind. And I know it doesn't make a slap's worth of difference. Sometimes when I journal, yes, I get things. My pen seems to write, or something comes into my mind, and they are like aha moments, inspirations. And I do wonder if that is me finally listening. Because this thing about listening to others reminded me to listen to myself. And I questioned in my journal. Thought, well, if it's a journal, I'm going to start asking questions and maybe put some answers to it. So I asked the question, well, if we're not communicating the way I want to communicate, how can I? Because I know when I do hypnosis with somebody, if they have something in their mind of what hypnosis is going to be like, it doesn't matter what I do. They can be in trance. They can do all the change work. But in their head, they're thinking, no, that wasn't trance, that wasn't hypnosis. And they start to believe that they haven't made the changes because they weren't in the trance that they thought they were going to be. And I'm thinking, well, is this me now? Is Cluffy falling into the same little trap? So here's a couple of questions for you to muse with me. I thought, well, what is the medium that I can listen, ask questions and listen to find answers? And one of them, I just started to get the pen started to write. And one was just like meditation, sitting quietly with the breath, or a mantra. Because when you do that, sometimes you just drift away, don't you? And although you try to bring yourself back, that thought may have been something very important. What else can you do? Well, here's my other note. Maybe it's just sitting quietly by yourself. Not doing any meditation work, but just sitting quietly and noticing what is up in here. It means, I think, you have to set your intention to say, I'm just going to sit and listen. But it's listening with all your senses, remember. Because I think, again, I was getting confused. It has to be a voice. No, Cluffy, it bloody doesn't. It can be a sense, a feeling, a sound, a word that comes on the tip of your tongue, a memory, and then sitting with that. But giving yourself the space to listen. So that was another one. What else was there? Well, there's self-hypnosis, I guess, where you're going into yourself, but also maybe being with your best friend, your unconscious mind. That's the way I like to use hypnosis, or my metaphor for hypnosis. We're going with our best friend to get a dialogue. Now, I know when I do my hypnosis with a client, I'm talking to their best friend because I get results. I get communication with them, that non-verbal communication. And then when I see them change, it's just a recognition of something happened. So I know you can talk to the unconscious mind. So maybe self-hypnosis would be the way. Or listen to hypnosis tracks. And there's not a plug for my free hypnosis tracks, but if you want them, go to paulcloughonline.com/podcast. There's 60 odd. And you get free access to all of them. You can download them. So there you go. I'll put a little note at the end of this, maybe if I think about it and remember it, about give you a bit more information on that. But hey, that was another one. What's another one? Well, I thought, I get so much from journaling. But maybe I could sit down and journal without my morning journal, my morning routine journaling. I could actually sit down and write separate to that. So make time for me, just to let my pen write, to ask questions, to think of answers. And then I thought, well, maybe that's like the puzzle book that I have. It's like a journal where I put down questions, and then I search for answers. And the answers seem to come. They come from here. Where do they come from? Do they come from in here? There's another way, because I found some really deep things in there. And it's never been a voice. Not a voice which says, hey, Cluffy, here it is, but it's intuition, I guess. Or a thought, a memory, a word that's on the tip of your tongue, or a picture that comes to mind and I can just draw it out in my puzzle book and it just leads to other things. And then what else? I thought of one other thing for the moment. And one is sometimes, and this is what happened at the end of my journaling this morning, when I was asked this question, I've got all these, great things to do. But what else? And I got this funny little feeling in my stomach. And I've had it before. And I thought, isn't it time when you sometimes just become aware of the emotions in your body? Emotions are trying to tell you something. Yes, I know they have a positive intention to, if they're negative, to protect you and things like that, but just all emotions. Because we're always feeling an emotion sometime. Even if it's like feeling a balanced emotion, you don't even really feel it. If you really just go inside and sit quietly and find that emotion, where does it reside in your body? Maybe you would just imagine if it has a colour, a weight, a shape. Maybe it has a temperature. Does it move? Does it vibrate? Does it resonate? Does it have a sound? All those things. Or just sit with it. And I did this. And it was as if I got a feeling of, you're on the right path. Because they all work. Oh, damn. You've been questioning, and there's so many different ways you can do it. And it's like NLP, being flexible. The person with the most flexibility gets to succeed. And I'm thinking, I know this bloody stuff. And then I'm reminded yet again, it's not what you know, it's doing what you know, Cluffy. Hey, there you go. That's a 5-minute muse. Have a think about that over your G&T, your beer, your cup of tea, your glass of water. And what I'd like to know is, how do you get in contact with your unconscious mind? How do you get your intuitions? What is your ritual, as it were? And maybe you don't know that you've got one. When you think about it now, And you can let me know. Please email me, feedback@personaldevelopmentunplugged.com. I'd love to know. I'd love to know your way. And then we can put them together. Maybe we can devise a process, maybe a hypnosis process, to put them all together, all the wonderful elements, the key elements, so we can all share. Because you remember that thing about keeping a secret? Did a little while ago on an FMQ? Shh, can you keep a secret? Do you keep a secret? This is the sharing thing. You'll never lose it. But as you share it with me and I share it with others, we'll get even more ways. And you might find that one way that's the one. Anyway, that's my music. I'd love you to share that, and I'm going to see you real soon. And don't forget about that hypnosis. I'll see if I can put it at the end of this. Okay? Have more fun than you can stand with your best friend. Time to fly, my friend. Bye-bye. So, the 90 seconds of hypnosis tracks. Why have I put hypnosis tracks on a separate website? Well, it's so simple, really. I wanted you to have them all in one place, so you can look through them all. You can find the particular one you want. I've even made them downloadable, so you can put them on any of your playing devices that you prefer. You don't need Wi-Fi, you don't need the iTunes or whatever. You can put them anywhere you like. You can even burn them onto disk if you want. Where do you get them? Well, there you go. I told you, it's paulcloughonline.com/podcast. If you're worried about your email address, please don't be, because they stay totally safe with me. I only use them to send you out that email and give you access. Simple as that. I send you a link, a special link, so you and only you can access those hypnosis tracks, because I want them just for you. And the other thing about this is you've taken responsibility. I don't want to make these open to everyone, just random. You have taken responsibility to listen and be part of this community of personal development. And I want to help you. I want to help you personally to get your dreams, your goals. And therefore, I'm giving you these tools, these protocols, these paradigms, whatever you want to call them, but in deep hypnosis. So just enjoy. Have more fun than you can stand with hypnosis.
Warning, you are now leaving the unplugged mind of Paul Clough. It's time to fly on your own. Be brave, my friend.
Personal Development Unplugged.